You built the revenue, the status, the lifestyle. So why does it feel so heavy? Why does every new win feels like adding another brick to a backpack you've been wearing now for 20 years? You aren't lacking discipline. You're lacking capacity. You're immeasurably exhausted because you're trying to manifest your second act while carrying these 20-year-old accumulated pressures, betrayals, and midnight doubts. Today, move beyond coaching into subconscious precision extraction. We're identifying the handbrake, the emotion that's creating your invisible ceiling, and trading success with pressure with success with lightness. It's time to unbuckle those straps and lead with pure intent. Listen to this podcast, the Legit Mindset Podcast today. I'm Curtis McCullom. Be legit. You've made it. The revenue is there. The title is there. The lifestyle is there. But if you're really honest, it feels really heavy. Every new win feels like adding another brick in a backpack that you've been wearing for 20 years. Most people in your position think that if they had a new strategy, a better seed, something new, but I'm here to tell you that your seeds are fine. Your subconscious soil, on the other hand, is just compacted. You're not lacking discipline. You're lacking capacity. Today, we aren't talking about coaching. We're talking about emptying the backpack with surgical precision. It's time to trade success with pressure with success with lightness. Welcome to the Legit Mindset Podcast. I'm Curtis McCullom. Unbuckle those scraps. Let's get started. You know, the heavy achiever lives in a state of reactionary pressure. You are leading from triggers, not from intent. Does this sound like you? You've reached a level where working harder no longer produces more results. You're running hard towards an invisible ceiling, yet you've been stuck at that same revenue for years. Now, to the outside world, you have it all together. You know, you have the status, you have the family, you have the dreamed lifestyle. But internally, you are physically exhausted. You're disconnected from your true self. I call this success fatigue. You tried every better seed. You've tried new hires. You tried new systems. You tried meditation. You even tried counseling. You even jumped into those year-long masterminds, these long-term coaching sessions. Yet, nothing has truly stuck. Your nervous system is trapped in a constant doing conflict. You're plagued by internal voices that equate your worth with constant activity, leaving you with a restless belief that you aren't simply doing enough. And that 20-year-old backpack is overstuffed now with accumulated pressures. It's overstuffed with staff betrayals. It's overstuffed with market shifts. It's overstuffed with midnight doubts. I know I've been there. And it follows you into every boardroom meeting, in every dinner with your family. Right now, internally, you actually terrified it would never actually get better than this. You have reached a must-change reality. You're tired of being a passenger of your own traumatic cycles. The pain of staying the same is finally heavier than the fear of the unknown. You are ready to let go of the identity that built your business so that you can break to the one that can lead it. How can I help you? You know, it's at this point in your life, it's not about having another deep dive conversation with you. At this point, it's actually about performing a system data wipe. Think about your subconscious. Think about your subconscious as a computer hard drive with the virus. Your computer is running, but it's sluggish. It's not running at its efficiency. In order to get rid of the corrupted data, the corrupted virus, you have to use virus removal software, right? Well, as a subconscious precision specialist, that's what I use. I use a special software I call MER, or mental and emotional release. We help you to go into that neutral architecture and find that handbrake, finding that virus, finding that one spot, that primary negative emotion, like anger, maybe fear of loss, fear of losing it, or sadness because you've worked so hard, or any other limiting belief like, I'm not enough. That is creating this invisible ceiling. This is not about talking about your problems. You need performing a nervous system calibration. Because when you release the weight of your backpack, your core values are now sanitized, you can stop leading to avoid pain and start leaving from pure intent. You'll have a sense of freedom and lightness you may have never felt before. This episode is sponsored by the One Day Mindset Reset. Before you start a 3-month Elevate to Transcend journey, you need to stop and drop the weight with surgical precision. Intervention designed to give you the total lightness in one day. Stop trying to imagine your future while wearing a 50-pound backpack. Some of it might be even heavier. Visit Bespoke Human Potential Coaching today and book your subconscious audit. Experience the lightness you're meant to lead with. Back to the show. So, how do you move from pressure to lightness? It isn't about adding more strategy. It's about a 3-step expansion of your internal capacity. Step number 1 is the diagnostic. We have to identify your handbrake because everybody's different. You're trying to accelerate your business while your subconscious is pulling that lever. It's like, what is the one primary negative emotion? Is it anger from the past betrayal? Is it fear of being seen? Is it fear of losing everything? Is it fear that maybe if I continue to do what I do, if I don't continue to do what I'm doing, I'm going to be lost? Is it sadness of the sacrifice I've made? Identifying those emotions, and if removed with precision, will make every task in your business feel so much easier. 50, 60% easier. Step number 2, identify, audit. You must realize that your current expert identity, the version of you that is a world-class grinder and problem solver, is actually the one thing that's keeping you stuck. The identity that built your first million is often the very invisible ceiling preventing you from your next 10. So you cannot lead a legacy from the same energy you used to survive the startup. You need a change. Step 3 is universal capacity principle. This principle is taken from a biblical passage in Ephesians 3:20, and I love this as a principle. Which speaks of this. It speaks of immeasurably more that we can ask or imagine. You have an ardent desire for more, but let's be honest, you're currently immeasurably exhausted. And there's a universal principle at play here. You can only manifest what you have the capacity to hold. Right now, your imagining and your holding is actually limited by this heavy, frayed straps of your backpack. You simply have no more room in your nervous system for the next level of expansion. To expand, you must empty that emotional backpack. Let go of the old expert identity that only knows how to brute force outcome. By freeing your thinking from the 20-year-old weight, you finally can create the capacity for the immeasurably more promise from your own potential. What if? Imagine standing on a peak of a mountain. In the old world, you got there by sheer force. You're exhausted, staring at the ground. Now, imagine standing on that same peak with the backpack is gone. You're standing tall, breathing easy, looking at the wide horizon. That lightness, the weight is gone. What could you finally imagine for your legacy? This is the second act. It's time to lead with pure intent. Are you ready? Are you ready to move from performing to transforming? Visit Bespoke Human Potential Coaching today and book your free 15-minute subconscious audit. Let's uncover what's truly holding you back. If this message resonated, please follow and share it with someone who's on their own breakthrough season. This is the L.G.E.T Mindset Podcast. I'm Curtis McCullom. Make it a great day.